I want to give myself credit for tying it back to Teddy Roosevelt. My favorite Teddy Roosevelt anecdote, he goes to Wilson in 1916, well, I guess 17 at that point, because we're involved, and tries to raise the regiment. Tries to convince Woodrow Wilson to let him raise a regiment to go off and fight in France. And this is, to your point, this is what I love about Teddy Roosevelt. The man was unequivocally walk the walk
Yes.
throughout his life. Was he an imperious? Yeah. Did he put himself? Was he willing to lead the charge up San Juan Hill? Yeah.
Yes, he was.
And I think the rarest thing in politics, particularly in this day and age, but I think always, is people who with integrity and honor who are actually believing what they're saying. I mean, Teddy Roosevelt's life abounds with those stories. I mean, you hear the famous thing. To your point, I assume you're referencing Mornings on Horseback, that wonderful McCulloch book about the early years. But his father didn't go off and fight in the Civil War, and you get a sense that Teddy Roosevelt was always trying to make up for that stain because his mother was from Georgia, and she wouldn't let his father go. And there's this sense with like, all right, like an unhealthy obsession with war, perhaps, but he's willing to put himself in the line of fire and got shot, and as we know, got shot in the chest and kept giving a speech for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I mean, I think in some ways too, and bringing it all the way back to what we were talking about with this American aggressiveness and this America, the fighter, America, the right. No one personifies to me this idea of rugged individualism for good better than Teddy Roosevelt. Like in this,
I like that.
Right, rugged, and that one person can take on the world and make it different.
And I think that's why, and I'm writing that down because I'm going to steal that like any good historian and say, I'm going to pull a Doris Kearns Goodwin and plagiarize that. Not that she would ever listen to this, so we're fine. Also, her husband was a speechwriter for Johnson, but now I'm really getting off in the weeds. Rugged, that's kind of my approach, right? We were talking about the libertarian streak. Like, I love rugged individualism. The problem is, it doesn't tend to be turned towards communitarian ends, right? It's kind of paradoxical. Like, why would you be ruggedly individualistic to promote the common weal? That's why Teddy Roosevelt, it's fascinating. And we could do it's 3 years on him, let alone the Smithsonian and hunting and everything else the man did. I mean, well, I do want to say briefly because I don't think people know this about him, but when he was 23 years old, I don't know what you were doing when you were 23. I wasn't doing this. He wrote the Naval War of 1812.
Right, yes.
Which is still considered to be as an undergraduate, or he was still considered to be the foremost naval work on the War of 1812.
Right.
He was 23 years old.
Yeah.
Give me a break. Come on.
Well, I mean, I think it's just, and again, so I think again, and another concluding thought, we get back to what you were saying earlier, people being worthy of the office. TR had a healthy ego. Right. Let's acknowledge it. So, he also liked being president. There's no question about that.
Not forget he tried for a third term.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But here's a guy that runs in the family. Here's a guy who, for all of that, he understood the importance of being in the arena. He personified, I'm doing this not just because I want to, but it was more, he looked at it as a duty that he had to do that other people couldn't do.